Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about it. I always forget to turn the mic on. You know, when the music is playing, you know, the waiting music, the elevator music, I usually just turn off the mic so I don't you don't hear me farting or stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for noticing. Thanks for noticing there was no sound. I'm sorry, but anyway, okay, let's do the intro again. Let's do the intro again. Bam, the late adopter. Okay, there we go. With sound, intro with sound. Hi guys, doing? Nice to see everybody. Nice to see you get all excited, even though we are not performing that well. Well, technically, this isn't actually a big drop; it's just a small pullback. But there is a lot of still bearishness going on. Don't you guys see? There's still a lot of bearish because people are not sure what's happening. That's the biggest problem. People are not sure what's happening. There's a lot of FUD news. There are a lot of governments, you know, banning Bitcoin and stuff like that. So you know, it's hard to be excited when you feel like everybody's out of crypto. How we are gonna get back up again and stuff like that. But that said, we're gonna look at some technicals. We're gonna also look at the debt cross and my thoughts about it, because I know a lot of people are talking about it right now. But yeah, right now Bitcoin is minus 2.5%, Ethereum minus 5%. And there was a good thing that happened yesterday. Now, yesterday I did a Patreon video, which I do every single day, and I was talking how we were still below the 10 moving average on the daily chart. And getting rejected, but we managed to get back above it. Now we're getting rejected. I'm going to show you also here what I mean by that. So we can actually start with that. Let's get in the charts, guys, and we'll come back to the chat later. First we'll do a little bit of analysis, then we'll come back to the chat and take some questions, maybe look some other things. But let's see what's happening with Bitcoin. The first thing I wanna talk about is the 10 moving average on the daily chart. The 10 moving average is the white line. Why this pop up? The 10 moving average is the white line, and right now we are getting rejected over here. So I want to show you the previous, how the previous started, times it started. So previously, when we had a big dump after the all-time high, right, and we got this relief rally, we went up to the 10 moving average, and then we got rejected. Over here, 1, 2, 3, 4 days, 5, 6 days of rejection before we actually managed to break up, and then we you know, managed to find some kind of got to some kind of top and could not get to the previous top, and then fell back. But the important thing is, once we fell down to the 10, we got rejected hard by the 10 moving average. And the same thing happened previously here in 2014. Exactly same thing, like we fell hard down, then we started getting back, and then got rejected by the 10 moving average hardly. So what I want to see right now on Bitcoin is that we managed to get back above the 10 moving average, because right now it looks like we are still getting rejected by the 10 moving. I know we crossed above it, but you know, if we continue having the red candles, technically we are still getting rejected by the 10 moving average, and that might be also just the case that it just wants to pull these other moving averages down and then bounce above them. So it might be some kind of spring effect in the making, because you can see here previously I'll show you, when it goes up and then it goes slowly down, it managed to get this spring effect, like to the upside, right? So it might be actually be doing that, going down and then pulling it more down, just to have this spring effect above the moving averages. Also, the same thing happened here in the 2014. It was pulling it down hard, and then it came back up again. So I just want to see it basically above the 10 moving average and see how that works out. But right now we are still below the 10 moving average. Technically, yesterday I managed to get above it, but I want to see how it does today. Are we getting back above it? Are we not? And stuff like that. There are some important resistances over here that we have to keep. Sorry, supports, and then there is resistance I want to break. So if you look at it on the small time frames over here, you'll see that right now we are actually holding these two resistances on the downside, and this is actually a resistance on the upside. If you start going back, you can see that we already got rejected right over there by that same resistance. So let's pop some other moving averages, and you know what, we're gonna come back to the to the small time frames. Let's continue to talk about big time frames. Bull market, is it on, is it not? Because a lot of people are talking about that cross, right? So I'm gonna explain what golden cross and that cross is. So that cross. So when the slow moving, that means the 200 moving average crosses the fast moving, that means usually the 50 moving average in traditional markets. So when these two crosses, this would be a dead cross, and golden cross is when 50 moving average comes from downside and crosses it to upside. So a golden cross is something like over here. You can see here is the golden cross when 50 crosses the 200 moving average. This is a dead cross, this is a golden cross. So you see it can happen that we cross this several times, but oftentimes when this golden cross happens, the bull market initiates and start, and golden cross, a lot of investors are looking for these golden crosses, right? And also they take really a notice of these dead crosses. So when this 50 moving average crosses the 200 moving average, that will be the dead cross, and that means that basically the bear market is confirmed. Now in Bitcoin it doesn't work that way, the way I see it, because you can see here, I mean it does kind of work, but the problem is that this dead cross is coming all the way down here. So are we gonna wait all the way down here to actually confirm that we are in the bear market? Maybe you can. I mean if when 50 crosses the 100, 200, 50 crosses the 200, you know, we're gonna say we are in the bear market, but it's a long way to go. It's a long way to go. Even here, like it's a long way to go down before we actually get the 50 crossing the 200 moving average. So over here, that will happen somewhere around, I don't know, June, end of June, maybe end of next month or something like that. So it's a long way. So we can still continue going a lot down, and then you will get that cross, and then you say, okay, now I'm gonna get out of the market, and by then you are down by something like 60%. So it's not advisable to look at golden cross and that cross as an entry and exit points, but it is good enough to use it as some kind of an indication that we are entering bear market or bull market. This can still turn around. This can go like this and just turn around without actually crossing crossing each other. So that can be, we can also cross each other, because it does happen. You can cross each other and then continue to the upside again, right? That happens. We see it over here. Here is that we cross it once and just cross right back, and we cross, then we cross it down and cross it up again here. They came quite fast, so it doesn't mean doom all, be all. It's not end of the everything if they cross, but it's not a good indication for anything. So what I like to do, watch even smaller time frames, and this is the 20 moving average, and these are almost crossing over here, and you can see the previous bull market, they are also crossing over here, but it's almost as a 50 moving average. You see 50 moving and 20 are crossing almost on the same place. And the same thing goes for over here. 50 and 200 is crossing almost on the same place, whereas 50 and 200 is crossing the same place. So let's see even faster moving average. That's the 100 moving average. Sorry, that's the 10 moving average. 10 moving average also crossing in the same place. But most of these, because they go down so fast, they cross in the same place. Everything is crossing over here. Here's almost the 10 moving average crossing, but now it's a little bit different, because now the 10 moving average is already crossing the 200 moving average, and the 20 moving average is coming for it, and the 50 moving average will go. So unless something changes, unless we get some kind of big pump over here so that we can turn around the moving averages quickly, then this 50 moving average will eventually cross at one point. So the dead cross, sure, it is coming. It might be actually possible to, we're gonna talk about 100 moving average. The dead cross is coming, but when that's gonna happen, it is still a long way into the future, and I won't consider it yet as a bearish signal that we are gonna go down. I mean, it can happen, but right now we are not quite there yet. Another way to look at, because the only thing that we are looking at are fast moving averages versus slow moving averages, then we might actually look at maybe 20 versus 20 versus 100. This is a 20 moving average. It's a fast moving average versus a slow moving average, 100 moving average. We already got this crossover here, and you can see here that it doesn't happen that often. We can remove the price, so you can see that. Over here we never got that, over here never got that. It's only here when we had these 6x options. We had 1, 2, 3 crosses. Here is one cross, here is one cross, and then these crosses here are failures, but usually it stays below it. We can go even further back in time, and we get it all the way up here. So these crosses at 20 versus 100 cross come at a lot sooner time and are indication of some kind of a bearish trend, but they are not a dead cross. But it's an indication that we are going to the downside. It's the case that we are going at least the short-term downside, so we're gonna see that. So that cross I won't take look at too much that way. I think it's a lot bigger worry that we are below the 200 moving average, that we are getting that cross soon, because I don't like being below 200 moving average on the daily chart. So you know that's that. And the fact that we are getting rejected by the 10 moving average on the daily is not it's not actually optimal. It's not optimal. But like I said before, I am getting a lot more optimistic. I am getting a lot more bullish. I just want Bitcoin to show me the bullishness, because I've seen a lot of on-chain analysis. I've seen a lot of fundamental you know, chit chat. I've heard a lot of smart people, you know, relatively smart people talking about this, and I am optimistic. There was some kind of a bottoming out here, right? There was some kind of bottoming out. There was some kind of divergence going on. We had some kind of rally to the upside, but right now Bitcoin has to show that it has the bullishness and, you know, buying power to get above the moving averages and continue to move to the upside. Now, unfortunately, on the daily chart, we are not yet there. We managed to get to the first resistances, that's the 10 and the 200 moving average, and we cannot even break the first resistance. So, you know, what that says about bullishness in the market. So we gotta break the first resistance, that's the 10 and 200 moving average. We gotta get above 200 moving average. That's at 40,600, 500, something like that. That's like the least you can do. You gotta get back above the 200 moving average. You gotta do that. Let's now go down to the small time frames and see what's actually happening. And yesterday we closed above the all moving averages the way we should have closed, and it looks very nice. So this green candle was just prior to the daily close. So we went on the 4 hourly, we went above, not above all the moving averages, but above 10, 20 and 50 moving averages, which would confirm the further move bounce to the upside. Unfortunately, 8 hours ago we broke everything onto the downside, and right now we're trying to crawl back up. There's still 15 minutes left of the trading, so I'm thinking we're probably gonna have the video all 15 minutes going at least. So what I'm interested in right now on the 4 hourly time frame, if we can get back above certain moving averages. This is the 20 moving average, that's the 50 moving average, this is the 10 moving average. But as long as we can come above at least these 2 moving averages down here, back here, then there might be some kind of positivity to move further up and continue climbing. Just look down over here. When we broke all the moving averages, next candle we just came back up again. That's what I'm looking for here to happen. We broke all the moving averages down here, and right now the best case scenario is we break everything and come right back above the 10 moving average. But it's like 40 minutes left, so doing another 1.2% in 40 minutes, I mean, it's doable, but you know, will that happen or not? The best case scenario I can see is we get above the 10 and 20 moving average, and they are right over here. You can see that that's above here. Maybe we only have to get even somewhere up, yeah, let's say 38,300 or something like that. That's where we are stopping right now, having some kind of trouble. So within the next 40 minutes, will we get above the 20 moving average or not? It kind of depends. So that's kind of the best case scenario, the way I see it. Okay, let's zoom a little bit out over here and talk about the head and shoulders patterns and stuff like that. Let's remove the moving averages because then we can see the lines. So head and shoulders patterns. I know a lot of people have been talking about head and shoulders patterns. So far, only one head and shoulders patterns have played out. Only one, okay? There have been like, there is right now three, three head. I need more coffee, man. By the way, guys, we got merchandise. You see the lines? So far, there have been three head and shoulders patterns over here. Three. The one is a small. The one was very small. I don't know. You know, it was. And this is technically this is the only thing that's actually played out. This is the small head and shoulders pattern, and this played out, I think, very nicely as well. Let's see. Yeah, this played out very nicely. This small head and shoulder pattern. So there was this very small head and shoulder pattern everybody was watching, and that played out nicely. Then there was a bigger one that did not play out very nicely, and that's something like this, I think. Yeah, give or take, something like this. Yeah. So there was a bigger head and shoulders pattern. It went. It doesn't matter where you draw this. Left shoulder, right shoulder. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, something like this, right? So the fact that we got rejected, we tried to break it over here and then we got rejected. So this is actually invalidated head and shoulders and is no longer in play. That's the bigger head and shoulders that was. But there is an even bigger head and shoulder on the chart. Okay, so maybe we still got some kind of shot going on here. I think it is 4 hourly. Yeah, it's 4 hourly happening right now. But it's in the making. It's still not complete, but it's in the making. So we can talk about it. You know, we take all the hopium we can get, of course. It is perfectly nice. It's perfectly nice neckline, and then we have a head and shoulders going on from here about here, give or take. I don't know if we're gonna use this wick up here because that's, you know, let's do it something like this. Now this assumes that we are not using the wick down there, of course, that it looks something like this. So maybe this is like less chance of the head and shoulders that we have right now. It's a long shot. It's a long shot, you know. We are not betting our life savings on 50,800 because of really sketchy head and shoulders pattern, and that's why I don't usually like these inverse head and shoulders or head and shoulders in general, because they are kind of sketchy. When they do play out, you can say they play out, but you know they're sketchy. So you know, that's the way how it goes. Whether this is head and shoulders or not, it kind of hard to say. The better thing to look at is trend lines right now, the way I see it, and right now we broke this trend line to the upside, which is not a good sign. Then you have this trend line over here, that resistance line that we are not breaking. Maybe this can also be drawn something like this. Technically, then we are in some kind of a triangle formation or a pennant, call it what you want. But then you have disregarded the big sell-off drop. Maybe we were in some kind of, and then we had a big fake out where we got back below the triangle and then back inside it right now. So technically, I think maybe we are going between in some kind of a pennant over here. You can see here, and pennants are continuation patterns, so we're gonna see if this is gonna continue or not. Either way, look for the breakout of these lines because they are important. I think that I know a lot of people are trying to draw the triangles this way, right? And that we broke, and then trying to use some other kinds of triangles over here to try to make it work. But I think this entire dump should be disregarded, and we should be looking at, because I'm pretty sure this resistance line is legit because of these bottoms here making the support, and these tops here making the resistance, and this resistance confirming the line. So this top line is pretty legit, pretty good. The bottom line, the support line is kind of shaky, but I like the fact that we hit it over here on the line, and these bottoms over here. Then we have the wick, and right now we are maybe getting close enough to get some kind of confirmation here, maybe on the line. So we're gonna see, but this should be disregarded. I think that should be disregarded. Let's see where this line actually ends on the bigger time scale. Maybe somewhere down here. Let's say wow, it does end with these lower hits, but we're gonna disregard them. We are not quite there yet. So you see also on the daily chart, maybe you can pull this a little bit down here, something like this, give or take. It does seem plausible, it does seem very nice. I like this line a lot. So I think these are actually the correct lines. Right now we are going to some kind of a pennant, and this should break on the downside. So technically this has a more probability to break on the downside than the upside. More probability to break on the downside than the upside. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But either way, look for the breakout. And look for the confirmation of the breakout. We want to break out, get the retest. We want to break out and then, you know, go to the moon, or break and go to the south. But I think these are pretty legit lines, and I think these are more important than the head and shoulders pattern is playing out. If the head and shoulders pattern is playing out, because it's right over here, right? Wait, I want to draw it correctly. Right over here. So if the head and shoulders does play out, that means we are going to break the resistance line here at the top. And if we do that, right now we're getting some kind of support here down here. So if you do break the resistance on top here, then we're going up, right? But we have to, either way, that doesn't matter if it's head and shoulders pattern or not. We have to break the resistance on the top and then go to the upside. Because if you don't do that, if you get rejected again by the resistance on the top, you know, we are gonna go again for the downside. Either way, we are getting very, very close inside this triangle. So what's gonna happen, it's kind of hard to tell right now. That's 10 a.m. That's 10 a.m. That's second day over here. Where is second day? This is second day. Okay, so this is 10 a.m. So this over here is 10 a.m. This is 10 a.m. tomorrow, and then you got 10 a.m. So 3 days. So this is right now. This is today. This is tomorrow. So either today or tomorrow something's gonna happen. That's as far as I can get. Today or tomorrow something's gonna happen. We're gonna go either up or down. I hope we're gonna go up, but this is a bearish pennant, continuation pennant, and you know, they break the downside. So do be careful about with your money. The death cross, I don't think we're gonna be actually worrying about that cross too much. Let's see how the moving averages are looking on the 4-hourly inside this triangle. Maybe we can get above the lines over here and then blow to the upside, because usually those kind of things happen, you know. You are pushing the price down, hitting this support line, and then you get these moving averages above you, and then at the end of it you just jump above the moving averages and kind of jump above it. So you get everybody bearish and then jump above and get out. So that might happen. Either way, let's see on the 1-hourly how this looks. Yeah, below most of the moving averages. So we are technically being crushed below to the downside, but I don't think we are quite there yet to get out yet. Maybe we are pretty long way inside this triangle, pretty long way. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Either way, guys, either way, be careful what you do, because right now we are still not confirmed the bull market continuation. Like I said, the best case scenario, the thing I want Bitcoin to tell me, because right now everybody is telling me, oh god, dude, we are bullish, we are going up to a million or whatever, you know, and I see on-chain analysis, and I see the fundamentals, and I see all of these things, and when you hear everything, you are like, yeah, man, sure, we go short-term that cross, yeah, we're gonna go to the moon and stuff like that, right? But then Bitcoin is like telling me like, no. So I want to get back above the 200 moving average. That's like the least thing you can do. Get above the 200 moving average, get above the 10 moving average, and then we'll see how the test on the 20 moving average gonna do. But right now everything is being rejected, so I cannot be that bullish. But I'm not bearish either. Like, we are still having this pennant going on. We're gonna still see what's gonna happen over here. Especially if it gets out on the upside of this over here, it's gonna be super bullish, and you're gonna see everything change once we get out of this on the upside. But until we do that, not there. Somebody saying the golden cross right away. Yeah, okay, I get it, guys. I get what you're talking about. So let's talk about it. The golden cross right away. Okay, so golden cross is between. Of course, like we said, it's between the 200 and the 50 moving average. This is the 50, this is the movement, this is on the daily chart, right? And right now people are saying short-term golden cross, and I know what short-term golden cross means. 4 hourly time frame, or hourly time frame, or whichever time frame, that's this cross over here, right? We got it over here, and then we got over here and go down. The point is, the death cross or gold cross on short time frames doesn't matter. It's like, you know, it's I won't say stupid, but it's stupid. You don't want to do that because the signals come all the time. You know, the signal, here's the death cross as well, you know, on short time frames. There is no other short time frame. I mean, below the daily, you're on 4 hourly sharp time. Here's the death cross. Here's the death cross. You know, there are too many signals. That's why you want to look at least on the daily for the death cross or gold cross, at least the daily, because all other time frames do not matter. I'm telling you, anybody talking about death cross or golden cross on small time frames doesn't know technical analysis or doesn't analyze it that well. Okay. The golden cross and the death cross should be looked only on the daily or even on the weekly time frame. Let's see on the weekly time frame how this is working out. On the weekly time frame, we have technically been bullish all the way through. So you can see here we have never had the death cross on the weekly time frame. That's why people are looking on the daily time frame to see death cross, because you get some signals at least, right? Buy sell signals. But on the weekly, if you want to be really like long-term hodler, you look on the weekly for the death cross and see if that actually works out. But 4 hourly, 1 hourly and stuff like that, short-term death crosses, that doesn't work out, guys. That doesn't work out. Anyways, that's the analysis for today, guys. How you guys doing? How's chat doing? I can get back to the chat. Death cross has to happen. Apple has employed some crypto experts, and just think that what are they going to advise Apple? I think Apple already know what they're thinking. I think they have a lot of, you know, who are crypto experts. It's just people who do, you know, programming. And what does Apple has? They have programmers. They know everything about crypto already. 4 hourly, another one head and shoulder pattern forming now, or right shoulder yet to form. Move to the downside 32. What do you think? Yeah, I just talked about the head and shoulders on the 4 hourly. That's a big one. But I said like that's the latest chance. Here it is. I think. Here's the 4 hourly head and shoulders. Wait, I want to draw it correctly again. Here's the 4 hours. So we are waiting for this last thing to happen, right? Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Read super chats. Yeah. Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, I saw the super chats. Ron says, Rainbow Lollipop with Victoria's Secret models, we will go up. I like the optimism, and you know, when you put it that way, you are convincing me. Thanks, man. Ron, the adopter, thanks for $100. I appreciate it. Ron is our what are we gonna say? The guy that's always here. Thanks, Ron. Appreciate it. Samson, $2 Canadian. Who is good TI YouTuber to watch apart from you? Ah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Who is good to watch? The Moon. The Moon is one of the more players. The thing about the Moon is you don't see him do technical analysis. You only see him showing the patterns, showing the buy-sell signals. And I understand why he does that. He does it because, you know, that's what the level of technical analysis understanding people usually have. Like, oh, they can understand patterns, they can understand breakouts. So he does that. But if you look some other videos where he is a guest on other channels, he actually knows technical analysis. He understands it. So he's good. There's a guy called Crypto Anub, or Anub, Crypto Anub. He's very good at patterns. Also, the Crypto is good at patterns. Who is also good? Alessio Restani has good technical understanding, but his application is not good, I think. You know, Alessio Restani, Everybody knows him, and everybody watching him because he always comes with a really nice stuff on his channel about technical analysis. He reads a lot, so he knows a lot, but his application is not good. I remember really good one time he went long on XRP, and right after that XRP went down, and that's when I kind of understood that he's good on technical analysis, but he's not very good at applying the technical analysis. There are probably more who is I can't get to top of mind, but Crypto Noob, I like him. Thoughts on stability of Tether USD and whether it could destroy crypto if it's found they aren't backed by US dollar 1-to-1. Well, Tether isn't backed by 1-to-1. We already know that. They even posted that it isn't. But you see everybody's still using it, so you know it's just a FUD. We haven't known about Tether for a long time. There has always been Tether FUD. I mean, it has been Tether FUD entire 2018, 2019. They have been throwing out this Tether FUD, just like XRP. Oh, we're gonna get sued by the you know, the governments and stuff like that. But nothing actually plays out. Nothing actually plays out with the Tether. So you know, whether it's a FUD or not, it depends, you know. But you know, whether it's gonna Tether is gonna crash the markets, I don't know. If Tether crash, maybe the price will go down, but the crypto will still be here. Samson says Mikuji. Yeah, Mikuji is fine. Mikuji is fine. He does. I haven't watched him that much that I you know. So, but he does have the decent tech canals. He uses the right stuff at least. He uses the right stuff at least. Coinskid. Yeah, Coinskid is very good. The problem I have with Coinskid is like he's all over the place. He doesn't have a certain type of tech analysis. Like he uses everything, and that's fine. But I like to watch people for certain stuff. Like I watch Crypto Noob for his patterns. I watch Crypto the Moon for patterns. What's it called? I forget the name. You know, certain people have certain stuff, but CK has a whole bunch of stuff going on for him. So you know, but he gets it right, you know, and I hope CK is right. You have to understand. I hope Coinskid is right. I really do hope so, because he's using Elliott waves that I don't use at all. He's using Elliott wave. He's using EMAs, you know. He's using 20 and 55 EMAs and stuff like that. He uses different technical analysis, technical indicators. So I do hope he's right about Elliott waves at least. I put my faith on that, and if he is, you know, congrats, man. But I don't know. I'm not very good at long-term tech analysis. Jordan Cameron with Mikuji Crypto TA. Yeah, Mikuji definitely. Jordan Cameron is okay, but you know, I don't want to say anything bad about anybody. Like everybody has their own thing going on. Like some are better than others, but some are better than others. But you know, MACD cross on daily. Where's the MACD cross on daily? Let's see the daily. Well, we still don't have the MACD cross. It's close, but you know, close isn't you know. Just because you get the girl close to your house doesn't mean that she's inside your house, you know. Check out Benjamin Cohen. I think his TA is the best, same as you, the best. Benjamin Cohen doesn't do technical analysis. He does price statistic. What am I gonna say? He doesn't do technical analysis. He does not price prediction, but market cycle analysis. Market cycle analysis is a better word. He does market cycle. So I do watch Benjamin Cohen to see the bigger picture of stuff, but he doesn't do technical analysis that much. I would call it market cycle analysis. So there is other ways to do that. But definitely, if you're interested, if this is a bear market or bull market, go watch Benjamin Cohen. If you are interested in technologies, go watch Ivan on Tech. Ivan on Tech also has its own indicator that he's selling, you know. But I wouldn't watch Ivan on Tech for technical analysis. I would watch Ivan on Tech for his his thoughts about, you know, the projects and the altcoins, and I will watch Market Cohen for his interest in historical movements of the prices and market cycles and stuff like that. I would watch the moon if I wanna trade up and down, you know, and if I wanna see what new patterns are forming on Bitcoin, I will watch Crypto and Noop, and you know. So I know what yeah. Also the guy, Crypto Venture guy, that also does Cardano a lot of times. He is he's okay. He's okay. But you know, before I used to watch a lot of YouTubers or a lot of tech analysis YouTubers. The problem with tech analysis YouTubers is a lot of them are pretty bad. A lot of them are selling the indicators and stuff like that are actually terrible. So once you get good at technical analysis, you kind of see who is what, and who to follow and who not to follow. So basically we just got our 4-hourly candle over here. You can see here we failed to break the 20 moving average, so technically we are below the 10 and 20 moving average on the daily chart, and right now going down. So this does, so we need to get back above here. We need to get back above here. This is not a good sign, and definitely, so we're gonna see that. Anyways guys, this is a too long stream for a Bitcoin daily video. Thanks for watching, thanks for jumping in. This is 42 minutes. We cannot do 42 minutes every single day, guys. That just not the way this thing is working out. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Hit the like button on the way out, because you haven't hit it on the way in, and if you come this far, you know, on the way out, hit the like button, you know, just like, hey man, cheers, like high five. So that's that. And if you're not on the Telegram channel, join the Telegram channel. Why not? Super chat. Somebody said super chat. What's super chat? Can I comb your beard and feed you grapes? If you're not a girl, my wife will probably say okay. Anyways, thanks for that. It's early morning, guys. Give me a break. It's early morning. Anyways, guys, have fun. Don't lose too much money, and watch this. Let me go back in chart. Watch this triangle, man. I think this is the correct triangle. I think this is important to watch right now. I think a lot of people understand right now when we are forming this second that these three are forming the bottom and the top. So a lot of people are watching this triangle right now. Watch this triangle, guys. It's important. All the traders are seeing this right now. All the traders are seeing this right now, and they're gonna trade this until we get a breakout, and you're gonna see a big move on the one side or the other side. Keep that in mind. Anyway.